Hello, everybody, welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator, hello, huh, everybody, welcome. Rosa Psych, oh, I'm listening and there's echo. Okay, so, hello, everybody, welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator, hello, everybody, welcome, Dun, 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 dun. So, guys, how have you been, huh? Oh my God, I'm looking for my glasses. I just remembered just thought of my other glasses. You know, the ones, the handcuffs. It's almost like I don't even want to get excited. You know what I'm saying? So so wow. So guys, wow. You know what? I have to say, I have such a weird feeling. I've been having such a weird feeling today. Okay. And I don't know what it is. I need to figure it out. I thought it was like, is it my family? Is it something? I don't know what it is. Okay. So just wanted to say before, get started, like I was saying, that like I've been talking to people as usual, on and off, different little things, different conversations. Sometimes like, and I feel like a lot of people have this too. I really believe that we're going through this time, guys, and I feel like it's just like we're going through this time of so much change, and I feel like change in the spiritual worlds. I was I was talking to Amor Morsi this weekend. Okay, and she was saying that she was talking about a book that I forgot which book it is, but something she had read that it was like we're going through a period where there's a battle between good and evil in the spirit world or something. That's what it feels like, and I realized like I'm just coming to terms with this, with just this thing that it's almost like I could pick up on something. Okay, you know, I can pick up on something, and and like and it's just like, okay, so guys, can you? Somebody was saying like, oh wait, Cynthia. Somebody said that was like disappeared. I don't know what, like, I don't know. So 1 second. Let's just see if I still have, because I delete these things. Once I post it, I delete it. I don't know where it is. Okay, so okay. Okay, 1 sec. So I don't know, guys. I hope you can, is it still, it's still on, right? It should be on. I don't know. Is it working? Does it work for you guys? I hope so. Okay. Okay. So anyway, um so I don't know how is it. I don't know, guys. Are you having problems with? Somebody said there was a problem with the link. Is this true? I don't know. It just said disappeared. I don't know if it's true. Anyway, so guys, I was just saying, like, I feel it. Okay, I feel it, and I've never, I feel like I was the kind of person that I rarely got stuff. I just kind of had to be concentrated. It wasn't like like I don't know, but now I feel it more. I feel it more, and I just accepted this, that I was like, you know what? It's just what is going on. It's almost like some people can, how cats can hear certain, same thing. I'm like a cat or something, I was like, you know what? It's just something going on. Okay. On the other side. Okay. And so, and it's just like we feel these vibrations. I don't know if you feel it. I feel, guys, a lot of you, even if you don't necessarily call yourself quote unquote psychic or whatever, right? Do you feel it? I feel like a lot of people are feeling it. From everyone, pretty much everyone I talk to senses something like this. Okay. And it, guys, because at first it was like much more about the news, like, oh, this is such and such happened, this happened and it happened. And now I'm much more detached from the news. Okay. Because we already have talked about it. Okay. But still I feel it. So it's not necessarily about what's going on in the news, it's something deeper. Okay. So so until know, maybe do I let's find out. Okay, is this true? Is this happening? Okay, because that's what it feels like. I'm trying to it's not my mood, it's not like I'm depressed, it's not like, it's just something. Okay, I don't know. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So let's see if let's see here. Okay, so yeah, so it's just like, so anyway, so yeah, exactly. Feeling kind of creepy. Exactly. Phyllis is saying feeling kind of creepy. Yes. Something like there, and I was talking to my brother today. I was like, I was like, is there something happening in the family? I was like, I was expecting, it's almost like I was expecting some bad news from the family. I was like, is this a feeling about somebody or like a thing? But it's not. It's almost like there's something in the air. Okay. So I'd like to know. I'd like to know what it is. And I don't know, and what it means, right? Like I feel like, what it feels like, guys, like, is a sensation of being off balance. Like you're trying to do something, but there's always like there's something inside of yourself. Like I don't know. It's almost like you're like askew or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Scott is also saying that something like this. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Donna. Donna, hey, man. So I don't know if you're feeling. We're talking about. So if you're just arriving, guys, we're just talking about this. This feeling in the air. There's something in the air and I don't like to know what it is. Okay, if that's what is that what it is, what does this mean? Okay, and like, okay, because the thing, Morris was talking about this woman, sometimes, guys, have you, okay, oh my god, it's creepy. Francis said the last time I felt like this was around Watergate in the movie The Exorcist, 72, 73. Yeah, so I feel like it to me it feels like it's not like I don't know. It's just like a weird feeling in the air. Okay. And I don't know, and I'm like, wait, I'm trying to decipher because as you know, I'm very anti like fear mongering. Okay. So I don't think it's necessarily about fear. It's just this discomfort. Okay. It's just a sense of like, there is something slipping, something in the air. Okay. Right. So I like to know, right. Let's find out what's going on because I don't know. It never hurt, doesn't hurt, but like, it's not normal. Not normal. Oh my God. I don't think I've watched. I don't know. Thanks, guys. I never liked horror movies. It stays with me. Okay, I can't watch that stuff. It scares me. It scares me. So discomfort. That's right. It's like a weird feeling. Like, and I'm like, it's like I don't want to be like, oh, is it 9/11? What is it? And what? And then maybe this is another question. Is this related to some sort of another time? What is a comparable like thing, time in history or something like that? Okay. Yeah, I went to nap, but don't really sleep. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just a sense of like I don't know. What is it? Okay. And can we do and so I was talking to Morsi, okay? And she was just saying, she said that it's like this battle between good and evil. And and that's what and I as I was talking to her, I forgot, it's even somebody else, like I feel like it's until November-ish, okay? It's just this that's what she was explaining. She said something like this book talk, I have to find it, okay, the book, but it's like the book talks about it, like how things are like there's a new era, okay, and it feels really really bad at first, and then it's as things get better, it's a new era, transition to a new era. And I'm getting goosebumps actually as I say this, guys. Oh my god, thank God. Ooh, oh my god, goosebumps, crazy. Oh, I hope so, it's true. So it's kind of like it's like a transition to a new era. And I think, and then she said something like, of course, those men, like the people in the government or whatever, they want to hold on to their power because they know something's changing so dramatically they can't control it. And so, okay, so then, guys, as I'm talking to you, I'm getting this feeling, this thing, okay, I get this feeling, okay. And this is, I may have told you about this before, like when I first started learning Reiki, there was this thing where I would go into this, I mean, it's not called, not exactly a meditation, but it's this thing what you do, and I would just completely like leave my body, okay. And I remember that I would hear these like almost like a hurricane sound. It was like this. It was like a washing machine kind of sound, okay. And that's what it sounds like. And that's what happens is like when your vibration goes up, that's what I think it is, okay. It kind of starts like very fast, and that's what I feel like maybe happening, okay. And so, but let's find out. But why does it feel weird? What is this eerie, weird feeling, okay? What is it? And what is it? What is the battle between good and evil like in the spirit world? Okay, what is it? Right? It'd be so interesting. Just interesting. More than interesting, right? It's just kind of okay. Sorry, I'm like picking up cards if you don't mind. Okay. So Oh, and the other thing, guys, I don't know if you, what do you think? Oh, hold on. I don't know what you think, okay, about this. It may be like weird or whatever, but I was thinking also of doing this thing. I don't know, depending. I think for everyone or my, I don't know, but I'm thinking of doing this thing, not instead of, but in addition to having a day when it's just it's like some sort of like I guess I'm thinking of it as like a vibrational river, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of like we need healing, we need stability. There's something where it's almost like no words need to be said, okay, necessarily about a person or an event. It's just that it's like this like open channel to like put energy into and like take energy from if you're weak or something like that, for those who need the energy that we send it to them, and that but without because that's what Reiki essentially, energy, a lot of ideas about energy healing is about that it's like we're just literally like channels for it, okay, and it's not necessarily okay, it's just because I feel like we need this like connection to the bigger truth, okay, like on an energetic level, you know what I mean? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like, of course, we know the difference between good and bad, and we know when we experience negative things. Hold on. So like, but this is bigger. It feels like, you know. So okay. And then we know, of course, today we're gonna go over the topic of the day, which is the scary situation with Trump. Guys, it's so weird. I can't believe he's still around. It's so strange. I just feel like everything is so muddled, as I said before. This revenge situation. Okay, what the hell's going on? Okay. And I feel like, protecting Mr. Vindman. Okay. Because can you believe the guy has courage? The people who have courage, they're being like, and trash. I'm so tired of John Bolton, really. I kind of felt, I saw that I did not think he was going to testify necessarily. I still is like, he's just like, think about all the people that could have done something they didn't. So I don't know. It's like they'll be remembered. Cowardly war award of the year. Okay. So, okay, so, all right, okay. So let's go, guys. Let's go in front of my house. Okay. Okay, so I like that. So, but there's some bit of a real like coming up my head as a breathe in. Feel my legs breathe out. Project like, quit a circle light. Step into, feel protected. Like to ask information come only from the highest source of the creator, God and only the God. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. So let's start here, okay, guys. Okay, so what is going on with this feeling that a lot of us seem to have, which is this very uneasy feeling, very shifty feeling. We have a hard time sleeping, and like it's not something specific. It's just something in the air. Okay, exactly. So exactly, Francis is actually perfect. She's asking, is something happening in the etheric? We sense it, but it hasn't manifested yet. Still, maybe working its way um through to the physical. Okay, so what is going on? But why do we feel it though? What is the difference between why are so many of us feeling it and not like before? Did these things happen before or oh? So guys, I really do believe something along those lines, okay? Even though as you know, my temperament is is a little different than this, okay? It's more like I don't want to be like, very, I don't know. It's usually I tend to stay away from those types of things, like too much supernatural sometimes. But really like, okay, so this is the thing. It shows me this is kind of creepy, really like a horror movie, okay, on the one hand. it shows me also something that to me sounds kind of biblical, to be honest. Like they're saying that God created everything that we see, right? How did the world come to be, if you think about it? I don't think, I don't know how science explains all of this, guys. It's too miraculous in some ways, right? To think about it. So I see that God created the light and everything, created this beautiful world, and it was the light that created all of these things, okay? Then it created nature and all those beautiful things. And that humanity developed a lot. It developed a lot, developed its mind, developed in so many ways. And in a way, guys, this is like, it's like that's why I feel like it's a horror movie or like some sort of like twisted sci-fi movie, that we got to a point where now the evil people can replicate the good, or they can look, they can make things look like, because I see what they're suggesting is sort of like the evil people now, they feel like we could be just like God. We can create things and like have people believe that it was made by God. Okay. And I asked, so then that's what I was asking myself. I was like, okay, asking myself here for the question, say, okay, so how come if this battle happened before, why didn't we see it before? Why didn't I feel it before, or other people, or different eras? What is the difference? And it's saying that right now the difference is that evil became so confident that it shows its head. You know what I mean? It becomes the thing about it, saying like what kills evil ultimately is is the insistence on them wanting to be like the light. Like they think they can imitate the light. They think, but the problem is like once they go in the light, they're like vampires, okay? They, it's like they start to melt away. They feel like now there's no need. The light that we're going to have is this artificial light that we're going to create, and people are going to believe that that's what it is. But then their power starts to go, okay? And I feel like is this sense of like that. I feel like my sense is that there is, guys, I know it sounds crazy, today I do not do drugs, okay? I just have to tell you this. It's like the sense is that there is there is something like a God, like how people, how we pray and stuff, like like there is a bigger force, and is a force of the good, okay? And it does, it's like, it's almost like it rarely it influences the, how do I say it? It's almost like it influences things on a, okay, let me track back a little bit. It's sort of like, okay, so God created the world and gave it to us to settle it, okay, to deal with it and to make change. But sometimes it's like, this is it's one of those moments where God has to intervene because it's getting bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not scaring anybody, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like very serious what's going on. And they have to like kind of not dismantle, but there's a word. It's sort of like remove the powers of the evil, like, because the light is stronger than the darkness, right? But like I said, it's like the darkness gets stronger, but then the light manifests more because it has to clean up the evil. You know what I mean? So in order to save, I think honestly, in order to save the world, the light has to come through stronger. Okay, right? Because it's almost like evil is very sophisticated these days. Not that it hasn't existed, but as we were saying before, like now that we see, there's a relationship between things being seen. We can see all of this, all these developments, right? And yet the more we see them, the weaker they become. How the things about like a human trafficking, all these different things that happened, like now we see, like we know so much more about it. And on the one hand, it's like really scary. How could this be? It's been happening for a long time. The only reason why it has survived is because it was hidden. And now they feel confident they could do it in public. They could do it, you know what I mean? And that's what it doesn't seem to work. And they're trying, okay, so then what I see, guys, is this sense of like those, it's almost, and this is, I have to look into it. I'm sorry, is it weird? I feel like this is like so psychedelic or something, but it shows, it's like almost, okay, it's like, imagine it's like my sense I see, guys, is like, if let's say someone is like planning some attack or something, and then God intervenes and like makes the bullets not work, you know, and not, it's like not a, it's like there's something, but it's like, guys, it's really in the realm of the unseen, okay, in the sense of like there was just something where they're sort of like making those people, like their actions slip. I don't know, they're just not able to do what they could do before. It's like as if really there is a divine intervention. Okay, so I feel like what it is that all the dark, but the darkness is like the evil people that have become so confident in their ability to destroy and to mimic. And that's what we're saying, the computer era, in a way allows people to think they can mimic everything that is the light, and they can't. And so the more they realize they're losing, the more desperate they become. So it is a kind of like, I feel like, as like I said, guys, as evil becomes shows itself and tries to do worse and worse and worse, then the light has to work faster also. You know what I mean? So it's an event. I don't know if you relate to this, or because it seems like, and this it seems so abstract, okay? But that's what it feels like to me. So why are we feeling weird, okay? That it hasn't manifest. Is this a sign that something's gonna happen? Is this a okay, is this about one person? Is it about us? Is this a warning? What is it? What is this feeling? Is it about us? Like, not necessarily. It's that there is a lot of move. We're moving. We're moving to, and they're trying to explain here something as if, like, for example, you had a rabid dog. It's like, think of them as like these like, you know, these like dogs with rabies. We're trying to make the rabies not be powerful, or, you know, trying to like make them not. I mean, they are always scary, of course, but does it make sense? It's sort of something like that. Like we have to do this stuff to kind of like to remove the power from them, okay, to make it okay, to make it go away, okay. And it's almost like things are not working, you know, they try to do things, they don't go through, or something, or like computers crash, like stuff like this. They're intervening on many levels, I think, okay. So okay, so split us. So what do you want us to do? What do you want us to know? Want you to know that it's gonna be okay, but we need your help, like in the sense of like, guys, all of us, when we see when we perceive something of evil, project the light onto it, and like almost as if, you know, you could, it's like almost as if this light could help. Yeah, it feels powerless because while the light is praying, the dark is doing actual stuff, kids in cages, firing people, etc. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, right. So like, okay, so but it's, and then I get the sense, guys, also of this, like, it's a weird image, like it's like a snake. The snake gets, you know, trying to bite and like putting out all the venom. You know, when the snake is about to be caught, they try to bite, and whoever they bite, they use all the venom they have. Okay, so that's why it feels toxic and polluted, right? So the venom is out, all the venom is out. You know, most of the time it's hidden, but now it's all out. Okay, and at the same time, guys, I feel like it's they are holding on. And now, guys, this is interesting, because if this is true, okay, if this is true about the thing about the vibration being very circular, things are in vibrations increasing, then the people that are dark, they don't like it, because then they lose control. The more light there exists, the harder it is for them to take hold, you know, to take hold, okay. And I feel like people are you know, guys, I get this, the card, you know, that card, the judgment card, of like people are like, it's not redemption, but you know, those people like they finally, it's almost like seeing the light in life. A while more, it used to be that people were, they had to be on the other side to see it. Now they could see it while we're here, you know. So, and they're saying like they were working hard to like let the light, you know, even amongst the people who are spellbound by the evil, that we have to melt them away from evil so that they can, you know what I mean. So so wow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, because it's saying, guys, and I do think that for now it's like, it's because it low, like we're feeling this because the world is changing, the vibration is increasing, but also because the evil is happening very much in the US. Okay, let's just get real. It used to be that they used to do this harm with the, you know, kind of like excuses, or hidden away, or something like this, okay, or more culturally, it was more culturally accepted. There's something here, but now they are doing it directly. They want, I think they just want to, guys, they're saying they really, really want to harm the population for real. Okay, they're trying to do everything that they can to harm the population, because they know that if people are free, then they're gonna get punished. They're gonna, the true, you know what I mean. So it's a race against the bottom. Like it's like unless we get rid of these people or put people in prison for not, you know what I mean? It has been happening in different degrees, but now it's like they want to have a real, it will be some sort of coup. Like, honestly, like in a real, like I feel like the coup happened already, but what I'm understanding is a more like Latin America style dictatorship. And if you live, I've come from a country that had a dictatorship, like hardcore dictatorship type. Okay. That is something they would want to do, but they're not succeeding and it's not going to work. Okay. Even if they, I think, may have tried or may want to create that. Okay. Okay. So is this political or is this spiritual? What is it? Well, it's in both. Because the political people, aka the ones that have a lot of power, they want to make it. They are working on it in some ways in a spiritual level, in the sense that they really want it's like good and evil in a kind of, like I said, abstract sense. Okay, so wow. Okay, so wow. I don't know what to say. Okay, okay, so guys, okay, do you have okay, let me know if you have questions, but I'm gonna go to the Trump thing, okay? Do you mind? Okay, to the situation here with the president, because okay, so what's going on with that? Okay, the vengeance and like the stuff like that, okay, all of that, okay. Exactly. Only vocal count. 10 million fewer people in food. 10 million is a lot, guys. 10 million people. 10. And it's like like food. Okay. Food. It's food. It's not like, I don't know what, but food. Okay. Hungry. Hungry people. Okay. Hungry. Get like, I want to make people go hungry. Think about it. I want to make, this is like, let's make them go hungry. They get happier. Like, think about it, guys. Think about the kind of like hunger, go hungry. Meanwhile, right? That's like, I mean, I don't want to stay there because I get angry. I get very angry. So, exactly. Always children and women. Okay, like okay, not the men. You know what I mean? But it's just like, hi, exactly, charging. Hi, Donna. Yeah, so just talking about the battle between good and evil in the behind the scenes. And okay, so that's it. They're trying to screw us over, in a really gigantic, mega ways, and they're not necessarily succeeding. Okay, so let me just get started then, guys, with what's going on with the government. It's again the theme of the day is what's going on with Trump and like the attempt to silence, the dictator wannabe dictatorship situation. So what is going on in the government right now, generally? Let's start big. What is going on in the government? Shutting doors. Wow. You know what I feel like, guys? I think, you know what? I feel like they're trying to shut down the government because I see these doors, okay, these doors being closed down, closing down doors. But what I understand it to mean is that closing down the doors in the sense of like, of them trying to like they want to isolate themselves in the government and they want to shut down a lot of like serious, like, how do I call it? It's almost like they want to shut down the government. They really do. And they want to shut it down in the sense of like they want to shut, can I tell you, they want to create a state of emergency or something like that, where it's like only the essential stuff and they can continue to do things, okay? Because, and I'm getting here that they have to do so much of the people around Trump. And you know who I see, guys, is that secretary. It's a guy in the Pentagon. You know, the one who I think is it Esper? Let me see his face. I don't know why I'm seeing him. Esper. Let's say Esper. Why Esper? Okay, let's see. Okay, Esper. What is it? Esper Pentagon. Okay, so let me just see if that's him. Yes, that's him. That's him. So there is something here about this guy. Okay, okay, this guy. What is his? Okay, so what is going on with this guy? Because I see him. He's trying to do something here. Okay, so he wants to shut down. That's it. We're gonna take over. Stop it. Stop it. No, no, no. Stop it. Stop it. No, no, no. They're coming. Yeah, I think Trump is like the crazy guy. He's insane. We know that, like, guys, He is, oh, he is high or harder. So, okay. So, oh, interesting. That's it. 30 points. I feel like, again, the attempt to shut down, and this is what I see, this Esper person is actually, I'm not saying, I'm not defending him, okay, but he is trying, Trump wants to shut down the military, okay? He wants to cut off everybody in the military who, quote unquote, does not agree with him because he wants to do crazy things. And and then Asper is like this, like here's Trump and there's Asper. And then there's, I think, all the people wearing these white uniforms, okay, and it's white uniforms in the Navy, like they want to go in, barge in, like, bitch, don't do that. And he's like, no, we just get rid of them, get rid of all of them. He wants to get rid of, like, you know what it is, guys, can I tell? That's what he wants to do. He wants to shut down the country, okay? He wants to get rid of the military, like, for real. And then just put in his private army, like the Nazis or whatever, okay? So so you know what I mean? And I think he's like, no, 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 try to, like, because okay, that may, he wants to do that. That's what I think he does. He wants to not have a chain of like, you know what I mean? He does not want to have to answer, like, he wants to be like this, like, go kill somebody, okay, I'll do this, like that, okay? And it's not going to work. And this guy Asper is trying to bend for, bend around Trump, but he can't. Like, I don't think this person, okay, he was trying to do everything Trump wanted, but now he knows, he understands. Okay, so guys, and I think, oh my God, guys, remember one time I went and looked into Trump and it was dark, and I get it more. I feel like he's descending, and ah, and I feel like, what it is that I do, even though, okay, how do I say this? It's like there's a more like demonic presence. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like the more desperate he becomes, the more evil he tries to do, and the more evil he tries to do, the more voices of evil come around him. Like, he is possessed. Like, not that he is not evil, but it's almost like he looks for the darkness more and more because he feels like the light is never going to do what he wants. So he's willing to do anything, okay? Like, he wants to, you know what I mean? So it's even darker and darker and darker. And I think he's more and more demonic, you know what I mean? Like, not that he, like I said, it's not that he's like suddenly like that there was a lot of light in there, but it's like like I was saying, guys, the evil people, like, they kind of have a lot more power. They, like, is going up, like, the horror movies, like, like, that, like, like the coming out of the person, and, like, I think the guy is scared. That guy, the guy over there, the whatever his name is, okay, Esper. He is trying to, like, mediate, but I don't know that he can. Guys, I feel like we're close to something. Like, I do think, okay, yeah, camping with, exactly. So I feel like I sense, and I could be wrong, okay, that there's, like, we're pretty close, and I feel bad, guys, because I said this before and things don't happen exactly when I say, or I got like recently I got, some things wrong. I feel like I don't want to be, how do I say this? I don't want to be wishful thinking, but that's my sense, is that there is a movement to remove Trump. Okay, there is. And I think because the guy, he's just like, the guy is out of control. He's saying, this guy Asper, he's like, he's out of, even though he knows that he was hired because he was a corporate person, kickbacks and all that, even he is like, the guy is completely out of control and the situation is dangerous. Okay, and there's like, he's trying to prevent the other people in the military from, like, barging in and like, okay, because there's a lot of anger. Okay. And I don't think, do you know, Vindman wasn't in the Navy, right? He's not in the, but I don't know why the Navy is so upset. Okay. I don't think he was in the Navy. Is that right? It's the Army, right? He's in the Army, I think he is. I don't know. But I'm just like, they're very angry, okay, at this situation. Okay. So okay, so this is the, and I feel like, I don't, okay, who are the, okay, so what is the Joint Chiefs of Staff think of this? What's going on with Trump? This graceful, sickening, we gotta remove the powers not say. There's like, I don't know, guys. They're very angry. Okay, that is a fact. And there is some people who are thinking of, like, truly doing something about it, even though they can't really do something. Okay, you know what I mean? Technically, they can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. He pardoned the guy, but they're just like, okay, they are very upset at him. Oh, that's right. You know what it is, guys? It's like, it makes sense. They feel this guy Vindman forget about what he said or didn't say in the impeachment. His medals are, they had valor, he had bravery, he exemplified everything, each one, I'm getting goosebumps, we each one wanted to be like, he exemplified the best of the military man. If if you put down this man who is a hero, I don't care what you say about him, he's a hero. You're like, because they say that each person in the military, especially the higher ones, they feel like he messed with Vindman, he messed with them, he's doing it to them. Okay, he's doing it to them. So like that is why it's, and I almost feel, guys, it's a very dangerous situation, because it's like, it's almost like Trump wants a rebellion so that he can squash them again. He is trying to, like, okay, move into the situation. Okay, so, oh, and this is right, guys, they're saying that they're getting ready to fire people in the end. That's right, it makes sense, because now I'm remembering the article. It's like, it said that they're getting ready to fire people in the national security, the NSC, okay, and what was the other one? And like in the intelligence community. Is that right? That's what it is. I think he wants to purge. That's right. And there's a big resistance here, okay, and he's gonna go, so I'm gonna go through it, go through it. If it's not you, then someone else. And I see, okay, this is what I think. Okay, I think this is just from visions, and we have to confirm. I feel like there's a possibility this guy Asper could resign, okay, because he's gonna refuse to do certain things, and it's gonna be another crisis, okay, where he's gonna, people start refusing to do certain things and they have to get fired, okay. And okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. And it's, guys, this is why I feel like it's a, okay, I don't want to scare you, but it's a dangerous situation, okay, for the world and for us, because he wants Trump. I've said, as you know, the problem with these narcissistic people is like, when you feel something inside, they want revenge in onto, not just into anyone, almost. It's like, especially the ones that did the bad things to them, but it's like, if he feels something inside, he has to, they have to do the thing, like, how do you call it, onto someone else. The only way they can feel better is if someone else suffers, they see the other person suffering. It has to, they're very, this is why vindication, okay, situation. Okay, so, okay, so, all right, so, okay, so what's gonna, okay, so do you mind, guys, if I ask about Asper? What's going on with Asper? What is it? I'm gonna ask with the, oh my god, cards are falling. Oh my god, guys, the cards, I have to say, if these cards fell, okay, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, but they fell. Look at the cards, look. Let's say here, okay, so look at the cards, like the tower, and then the alliance going down, so things falling apart. And I think this is what I feel like, in the sense that he is like, things are falling apart, and the relationship goes sour. In other words, like, they used to have a deal, they used to have a relationship. Was, no, I don't love him no more, no. No, and I can't even be funny, guys, really, because it's not, it's it's kind of, it's a little serious, a little serious, yeah. So I feel like this is what I think, guys. I think he tries to shut down the thing. Okay, look, things are going. This is the thing. Things are going down, guys. This is if anything, if you think about like what it takes for the tower to crash. Okay, it's a lot. It takes a lot for the tower to go down. But when it does, and guys, it's funny, because when I used to do, even for myself, like readings just for me, the tower is always like, it's change. When change is something that is beyond your ability to control, something beyond your human control. So the relationship goes down and stuff. So you know what I mean. So I feel, guys, he tries to shut down the government. Okay. Hi, Maria. Hi, Mary. Yeah. I just feel like this, guys. It is something like trying to shut down the government, okay, or like, this is why I feel like, guys, don't be scared, okay. He's gonna try to do some, I think he's gonna try to do like a coup, like a traditional. I think they've done a coup already in an inform, not an behind, hidden, right, claiming that it was like, oh no, we had a real election, it was all like covert, but now they're gonna try to do an overt coup. Okay, that's what I think they try to do. That's what I think Trump really wants to do, is to have a covert coup. I mean, overt. Okay, that's what I think. And I think that this, look, behind the scenes, the clouds, behind the scenes, shit is falling down, falling apart. because there's a foreign influence. Okay, look, to get, because I feel like as the thing is going down, he feels like this is like getting hit behind the scenes or hidden. The foreign trying to give, this is getting something you want. He wants to give, Trump wants to give like the foreign people what they want, but it's falling apart and he is losing support inside his own government. Okay, so that, so that is guys, this would make sense if he, because that's what it looks like to me, and that in a way, it to me it makes sense. This goes with the feeling I have, okay, which is this kind of eerie, weird feeling, okay. And look, the big prize, the lack of experience, and something about the kids. So you know what I feel like, guys? Look, the foreign stuff again. I feel like he has to, something really upsetting coming in, okay? He has to do something really dramatic. Somebody has to go, I have go. Oh no. Okay. So oh, this is right. As he tried to like punish Vindman also, in order to please the foreign power and to make sure that he gets, because the other thing that is suggesting here, he's going to use the excuse of Vindman to try to get rid of like the power of the military. He's going to try to do something that dramatic, okay? Yeah. So that's why, is that okay? Let me just ask, if Francis is asking, is this why it feels deadly serious? Yes. Because guys, and I see, okay, sounds like a movie, okay? I don't want you to get, like I said, I don't want you to get scared or anything, but it's almost like, those movies they get, like they go in history movies where it's like Hitler, they try to like, arm wrestle the control out of his hands kind of feeling. Okay, the guy is dangerous. Okay, he's dangerous. Guys, let's get real. Do you think if he could like order, if he had the ability to order like a tank into the Congress and kill Nancy or whoever, he would. He totally would. I don't doubt. I have no doubt that if he had the power to do it, he would do it. Okay, because that is how he feels. That he's like, if I feel upset about something, I want to kill the person. Because because the weird thing about those types of people is that they don't think that the feeling generates from inside. It generates from another person. They are perfect. That's what inside of himself he says. It's just like he's perfect, but if you anything, that bad feeling is about the other person. It's never about him. Okay, so that's what I feel like, guys. And like I said, don't be scared. Okay, this is my sense, is that so exactly, wouldn't that force, exactly, the military, exactly. So that's what it is. That would force the military to stand up. Yes. Okay. So let me find out now. Let's go to, again, guys. I'm sorry. Is it okay? So exactly. Okay. So now let me go again. So what is going on with Esper? What is Esper going to do by the end of this week? And bet what's next for Esper? Okay. This, because I think it's important. Important this. Yeah. I think important for a moment. Okay. So what is going on? Okay. What's going on with Esper? Because so for some reason. Okay. Esper. Oh, interesting. Now this is a beginning of something. This is the White House, and then justice. Now, interesting. Okay, so give to the child and the group of people. Okay. Now, what about the justice card? And what is it? Oh, look, secret. Secret. Not yet known. Not yet known. Okay. So, the gamblers. Exposure of this person. Loss is okay. Trap. Military attack. Money. Shady money come. So what does he do? Okay, so what does he decide to do? Because guys, when I look at this, I feel like this justice card is weird, because on a broader level, on a broader scale, justice could be karma, or like trying to do justice for Trump. But I don't believe this card is really like, I think this card is pretty strict in the sense that like justice is not a bad thing. do justice, right? But then this is like something hidden that is not yet known. So I feel like there's a page for the White House. What is the justice is hidden, is not yet known. Okay, and they're okay. I have to say, okay, this may sound like a really weird thing to say. I feel like this guy Esper is not necessarily a horrible person. Okay, I don't think, because you know what it is. I feel like this is the money that they're trying to stop. Did you see the thing with Ukraine? Like they're stopping the arms sales now. Okay, okay. Interesting. Okay, so Moscow, Mitch, how do we can get away from Senate Republicans? Is that right? Okay, is that right? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so I feel like the, my okay. How do I say this, guys? I feel like there is something here where at first this guy Esper was like tasked with doing exactly what Trump wanted, but there's a resistance here. Okay, and I don't know. Again, this is hidden. I don't know if he. I don't want to be like he's. I don't want to. At this stage, I don't believe that we can't really afford to be like, oh, he's gonna help us. He's gonna do this. But there is some. I feel like this guy could almost like how to say could have been worse, but it's something to this extent. Okay, and now it's telling me, guys. You know the news that came out that people are gonna get fired. I saying that it was put out by the White House before this guy even knew. Like this is something that technique they do. They put the news out before it's true, so that the guy can't deny it. He can say no, I'm not going to do it. Okay, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like so my sense is this. Okay, is that like there is more pressure with it because guys, the whole thing, okay, let's get real. Let's like it's not even okay. Trump, he in some way or other, like whether it's willingly or unwilling, whatever, he works for I think he works for the Russians or whatever. So what is the Russian agenda? Is to weaken Ukraine. Okay, so like he's trying to do still to try to punish them for doing and guys, the other thing I just wanted to say, um I one important thing to remember is that ultimately it's not about the Joe Biden research. It's not about that. That was an excuse. And I think who the people who don't like Joe Biden are also the oligarchs. Okay, that because he changed the power of like the he changed some contracts or whatever, right? So, but it's not about Biden. It's about weakening Ukraine. Okay, and it's about the policies that Yovanovitch was doing, and so he's still wanting to weaken Ukraine because why? Because Putin wants. There's no other excuse. Okay, so it's not. What's so interesting, guys, is that even though Trump feels very emboldened, I feel like the resistance to him, like to doing the crazy stuff he wants to do, is that. So you know what I mean? So I think it's more, guys. Okay, so in other words, several things here is more than just retaliation against witnesses. It's that he is moving using kind of like a Nazi, what the Nazis did. He used something as an excuse to make it more militarize the government. Okay, to make it like create, that's what he's trying to do. Honestly, he's trying to make it so that the military, he wants to weaken the American military internally, and he wants to weaken he wants the military to just be personal toys of his. Okay, that's what he wants, and that's why. Okay, so that's why the battle, guys. Okay, so is this why? Yeah, it's but you're saying this battle of good and evil is happening. It's still, yes, in the spirit world, but there is an enormous amount of stability and true danger. Okay, about Trump. But ultimately, I don't think that he's going to succeed. Okay, in terms of the actual violent actions he wants. Okay, guys, did you see we heard the tape? We heard the tape. Remember the tape of how he was like, yeah, get rid of her. He essentially a death threat, essentially, right, to her. I don't doubt he's doing the same thing to like other people. Okay, so threatening that, not actually executing it. So, okay, so then next. Okay, so what happens next? What happens next, guys? And then I see a man in the lab coat, like a doctor. Okay, with like a syringe, like ooh, a syringe coming out and then injecting Trump with something. because he is like, he's crazy. Okay, he is insane. Okay, he can't, and it's saying the thing that he has poor impulse control because it affects the frontal lobe. Okay, his mental degeneration. Okay, so he can't control himself, and he thinks it's strange. Okay, because it's a terrible, it's like he does not have he doesn't have the ability to be a president. He really doesn't. Okay, like health wise, forget about the, other than the fact that he is not, does not, he wants to create harm to the country. He's just very ill. He does not, mentally ill. Okay, like it's not that he's crazy, guys, but see what I'm saying is that his brain is deteriorating. He can't be leading a country. A president by definition is all about executive function. Like he has to have a well function, that has to work. Okay, he has to be able to make decisions, and he is completely out of it. Okay, in terms of like what he believes to be reality or not. Okay, he's always been a little cray cray, believes his own bullshit, his own stuff, but it's not okay. So as if, okay, so oh my god, guys, okay, so what's gonna happen? So do you have, okay, by the way, remember you have a telephone if you want to call a telephone. But like, okay, okay, so guys, here a telephone. You don't have to, I mean, if I feel bad, I'm like pathetic that I like want people to call me, but like, but just like, is there, I'm trying to think here, where, I think now we painted the picture of up to now, what is it? Like what, right? What is, like, what, what I'm saying is like, what is it like, okay, what is the situation here? Okay. I'll say here, okay, so, okay, okay, sorry. Okay, so do we, okay, let's look at Vindman now, okay? So what's gonna happen to Vindman? Okay, Vindman, let me ask about Vindman, okay? But then we'll talk about, the SM's question, okay? Let's talk about Vindman. So Vindman, what's gonna happen to him? Okay, he was fired and so his brother. So what's gonna happen to him? It's almost funny that I see these like superheroes coming to get him, to protect him. He's protected. He's saying witness protection. I don't know, but it's like he's protected. Okay, he's protected. There's people protecting him, and like different superheroes coming and flying him away, making him fly away, like in the good way. Like, oh yeah, let's go, we'll take you to a safe place while we fight this evil. Okay. Yeah, his brain is deteriorating. His brain is sick. Okay, his brain is sick. Okay, so next. So what's going to happen to what is the consequence of the firing of Vindman for him, for Trump, not for us yet, okay? For Trump. What is the consequence for him for this? What is the consequence? Oh, look, creating an end. Okay, so interesting. So the emperor, right? This makes sense. Creating an ending for the emperor, the benefit. Interesting. So this, in a way, guys, this is why I feel like this is almost like a pretext for something. Okay, this is why I feel like it's almost that the whole situation of vengeance in a way is the pretext. It's not just it's not an end unto itself. It's that this is the pretext for him to create all these other things that he wants. Okay, so this is the government blockage is exposed. So I feel, guys, there's something here that he's trying to also distract from stuff that's going to come out, I think, about Putin here. Okay, the government problems long term are exposed. So there's something here about, you see what I'm saying, something legal coming out that he wants like something to claim, again, to create a situation where I victim, I victim, I victim, I victim, I victim, I victim, I victim. Mhm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, look. Wow. So this is the guy. Look, the guy on this sometimes, guys, is a card of joblessness. The permanent edit. So it's like as it comes. See, this is the thing. That's right. This stuff about the Putin connection came out. He wants to create this ending. Okay. Look, he's desperate. That's right. This is the smoking gun evidence. Okay. Somebody has smoking gun evidence about. Now, I still think, guys, that there is a lot more than meets the eye here. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was thinking that it was just revenge, but it's not. It's two things. It's a power grab, is an attempt to justify, oh, he's doing it because those people are bad. No, he's not doing that just because of that. He's doing, because he wants to revenge, just because he wants to power grab, and he wants to hide the stuff that's still coming out. Okay, this guys, the fact that this is a smoking gun, there's a smoking gun there, and he knows it's. I have a sense this is a meeting. There was a meeting about where the smoking gun was discussed, and for some reason, I feel like he was told this is going to come out, or he knows it's going to come out, so he wants to get ahead of the game before the intelligence. Okay, before you know before, like, that's it, before the thing comes out. I think, okay, my sense, I see Trump like desperate because he was notified that something very big is going to come out. Okay, and he's angry, he's trying to fire everybody because he wants to make it look like they are the bad people, he is the good person. Okay, so you know what I mean. So that's my sense, guys. That's why it's almost worse. Okay, you know what I mean? Does it make sense? It's like actually worse than I thought. It's worse in that sense. Okay, that he is. But this is the thing. The more he gets, like, hi, where's hygiene? So like, so you know what I mean? Like, that's okay. Okay, so that he's using it all. Okay, so that's right, Cynthia. Okay, so it's actually, guys, a good question. Okay, so how do we get how okay, somebody, let me see if I find the question. Somebody asked, oh, here, asked them, to fight Hitler we used armies, how do we fight this? Like, how do we fight this guy, really? Like, how does like, how can we fight this? Just a general question. Okay, say people speaking in truth, like somebody holding truth. Okay, like holding the thing, the paper. Okay, the information coming out, that's it, they have to make it all public. They have to make it all public. Okay, so and I feel, guys, there's a line, it's kind of heartwarming. Okay, I see a line of people in uniform with information. In other words, people in the government that have a career in the government related to law enforcement or like military. Okay, like making stuff public. They're in line, they're like not afraid, or they're not afraid, and they're making it all public. And that's why I feel, guys, he's doing it as a protection to make himself look like the victim, because more is coming out. Okay, it's like, girl, there's more coming out. Okay, so okay, so, oh my god. Okay, so guys, I don't even know what to ask. I mean, I feel like the more I look, the more scary, like, not scary, the more complicated it becomes. But so let's ask then, like, what's going to happen this week? Okay, let me just ask this then, you know what I mean? Like, that's a way to, so what's going to happen this week about this situation? I see that Trump is like so angry. He's like, try revenge. And then I see the image of the doctor again, the guy who gives him an injection. And then he goes like this, okay, because he's like hyper, and then he goes limp, okay, like this. And then the second thing I see is that, like, is a person, guys. And I have to tell you, this is okay. I have a friend of mine, she when after grad school, like, we all moved to New York. Okay, long story, but she has very serious bipolar, so she has to take very serious medicines. Like, my friend, they're basically married, and he was telling me that she's a very small woman. Okay, so it took 5 men to like disarm her, because can go crazy. And like, it's like you find this immense strength. Okay, so that's kind of what I feel like Trump is having, like a breakdown, like a bipolar disorder thing. I don't know. That was bipolar. I'm talking about, like, kind of like a crazy episode. Okay. And so then there's all these hands of people stopping him. Like, he stopped and then he goes limp. Okay. He wants, like, he's crazy for blood. Okay. Bloodthirsty. He wants revenge, like real. And he dreams that he could do something like those dictators, but I don't think he can. And I think he's stopped. Okay, and that's when I think that, oh, he's alerted, like, okay, be careful, da 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 da. Okay, psychotic break. That's it. That's exactly that. Okay. like that. And then comes the guy with the big needle. But the needle is not that it's a big needle, is that it shows me that it's basically telling me that, you know, that there's like, think guys, the guy is living off of chemicals. Like he's living off of high, you know, and I guys, and I feel like the drugs that he has access to is like, even in the government, like it's the drugs that are like rare, or like something like very developed, or like something like, I don't know, the way they are pumping him, you know, the pumping drugs are not like, they're not street drugs, okay? They're not like, they're very pure and very like, I don't know, there's something here, okay? And I feel like the same way the drug that is used to put him spray is very, I feel like the doctor is very like not special, but you know what I mean? It's not like a random doctor, is a person who's a specialist in those types of drugs. And can I tell you, this is like a really a strange thing that I'm gonna tell you. This is like so creepy. It's almost like the drugs that they're using. It's almost, you know, like I feel like, okay, I have to tell you, this is kind of creepy. Okay, I'm not saying it was the CIA, but like, you know, like I think the CIA, they have these things like for interrogations. You know, they could put drugs on people or whatever. You know, those type of drugs are like very, there's an element of like the military has access to these, or I don't explain it. It's just a very secret drugs, or like those kinds of things that are like potent and very like get, you know, it's not normal. It's not like a normal doctor. It's like for extreme situations, for war or whatever, you know. Exactly, right. So that's what I feel like, guys, you know, it's is that okay. So I feel like he's like he's there's two things that are done. So essentially there's like a doctor that steps in and is like has to give him this strong drug, and he's gonna, I feel like it's telling me Thursday, there's a day on the week he's gonna have to cancel a lot of appointments. Like he's not gonna, because you know guys, they've been pumping him up, and now it's like it's crushing, he's crashing, and he's gonna be made to crash, like with drugs or whatever, because you know, physically somebody tries to stop him, but also then they got just the doctor, you know what I'm saying? So because the guy is out of control, he's out of control, and he and like, and then I see, guys, you know, somebody was talking about Mitch McConnell. I forgot, you, one of you was saying that Mitch McConnell is meeting with Republicans or something. I feel like he's telling people like, look, he's out of control, he's out of control, but get ready, they're ready, because we don't know how it's going to end, but we can't, he's like, we can't give the Democrats a win, but you know, he's out of it, he's losing control, he's losing control. And I see like, and Jared's like, oh, we always have Ivanka. Here's Ivanka. Ivanka can be president, right, honey? You can be president. You can be president, right? They're all crazy. Think about like the like they're all insane, and they're in so much danger that they just feel like, oh, it's gonna be okay. We could just do whatever we want, right, Ivanka? I have a presentation that has maps. I do. I make a presentation with maps. Have you ever seen a presentation with maps? No, you have not, because I'm genius. I put a map in the presentation. Yeah. So like think about the level, guys, the level of like a person who says that stuff like with a straight face. Think about it. That is what he's surrounding himself with. So nobody is telling the truth. And I said this before, guys. I think Ivanka, I see her here. She's like, oh my, she's like, oh, dad is almost gone. Oh, I'm prepared. As Jared, we're preparing. I feel like he's almost, he's on his way out. So that's okay, Jared. Um, don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about it. It's like I feel like it's almost like his own family. Like Ivanka doesn't really care. She's done. She hates. Honestly, I don't think she likes to be in the position that she is. But she's like, whatever. She doesn't care about him. Nobody, nobody really likes the guy. Nobody likes the guy. This is the thing. The people that are close to him don't like him. And Melania's like, Carla, hello, yeah, let's plan parties. Yeah, soon he's gone. Soon he's gone. Yeah. Let's play parties. Let's plan parties. I need new dress for him after he go. After he go, I need party. I need old man. I'm very excited. I just think they're all like, nobody likes to be in that position. Okay, so so that's it, guys. And I feel like they're pumping the guy until his last drop, okay, until the whole thing falls apart. And the thing is, like, let's get real. Do you not? Everybody knows. People close to Trump know that he's gone. He's not there. Okay, there's no there. That's why they even say like we can't have, what do you call it? We can't have a debate, right? Because he can't. His mind is he's gone. and he's gonna get more harder and harder to make the thing connect. And I guys, for some reason, I feel like the drug that he is given this week is like this clear thing, and it kind of, I don't know how to explain it. The effect that it has, it kind of, it's almost like the cells, like the stimulants, they were able to connect all the cells, like to make him appear to be more in control. But after this liquid thing, it's harder for the uppers to take hold. Okay, so it's he. Oh, somebody, huh? Somebody calling, huh? The telephone. I have telephone. I have telephone. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so, oh, let's see. 1 second here. 1 second here. Okay, so I'm gonna change just to be like, okay, 1 second. Okay, called name. Okay, so unmute. Hello, 248 area code. Hello.
Hi, Rosie. It's Anne.
Oh, hello, Anne. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, with them having the doctors and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that obviously they keep track of drugs.
Oh, interesting.
Wouldn't somebody like like the ATF and the people that are in charge of watching some of these drug ordering pay attention to that and rat them out?
Yeah, so that's well, I feel like just before I ask the question, also the problem is that drugs, if somebody was saying this before, that if you're a doctor, you can't really you lose your license if you make some stuff public. I think you can't, it's different. It's like they can't do that. Okay, the doctors. But let's find out. So is anybody, let's say, just ask this, is anybody keeping track of drugs? Is anybody in charge of, like, knows about this? Okay, they're saying this is top secret. It never happens. Like, guys, and let's even think about the Kennedy president. He was pumped full of drugs too, even though he was young. He had this back problem. Do you remember the story of JFK, right?
Hmm.
How he was so like, okay, so but is there, okay, so but let's just ask more broadly, like in terms of like of the condition. Okay, so it's different to, it's one thing to be doing drugs, but another is the fact that he's out of it. He's completely out of it. So is there somebody going, are we going to find out about this, or what is going on? Okay, I feel like then I see the military again going to the White House and being like, "But look, we know he's not able, he's, the 25th amendment is a real thing, he's not capable of taking charge, he's out of it or whatever." But I think it's like in the next couple of weeks, guys, okay? In the next couple of weeks, because and even the intelligence agents are like, what the hell's this guy? It's like, it's not just the corruption, is that he's losing it, okay? And the thing is, guys, the drugs, they work, and until they don't, and it's sort of like, I know it sounds like a weird comparison, but you see those people who do hardcore drugs on the streets, okay? At first they're like kind of like normal, and then once it goes to the other side, it takes a lot more to be, right? Right?
But always, for me, what comes to mind is Michael Jackson and
Mhm.
Prince.
Yes. Yes.
Both of them were abusing,
Mhm.
drugs
Yes.
for purposes that were not what they were using them for.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, and I think,
because,
yeah, no, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're gonna say
oh,
it.
I just said, obviously, with them, there was a point of no return because they
Yeah.
both died of overdoses.
Yeah, so let me actually, maybe the guys, is like, I kind of loving it today. Like, it's such a strange question, but very interesting. What is, let's then compare. What is the, as far as drug situation, okay? As far as drug situation, um, as far as drug situation, just so anyway, so as far as drug situation is concerned, what is the relationship between, like, comparing, for example, let's say, I feel bad compare Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson is so talented, right? So like, oh my God, yeah, it's just even in terms of drugs like Michael Jackson, because we know, okay, so he was okay, so what's the difference between Michael Jackson and Trump as far as drugs are concerned? Interesting. So what is showing here, it's kind of interesting, is that Michael Jackson, I don't believe he was performing quite as much and towards the end, okay? and that he was in the drug I think he was taking is like is a downer. I don't know if his Prince is the same thing. It was a kind of like a downer drug. Okay. The difference say with Trump is that he needs a lot of uppers because he's constantly in the public eye. Okay, every day pretty much he's in the public eye, so he needs a lot of uppers, and that is sort of the difference. The difference is that he's sort of like something like you know uh, I don't there's something like the body starts to just like go, shut down with the downers. Okay. With Trump is different because it's the uppers, and it's like saying it's very much it's a brain thing that he has. Okay. So the risk of strokes, risk of that kind of thing, and to the point where it's like he's saying that he's not going to be able to talk. Wow. He's going to be like, what, don't blah, blah, blah. He's already like this, guys. Have you noticed? He's some
Mhm.
words he can't even say. Blah, 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 blah. And so he's not going to be able to talk. And I think the people around him, they like the image. They don't want him in public, because if people, this is the thing, the problem is like if people start noticing that he can't talk, then they're going to start questioning everything and talk about his quote unquote the base. Okay. So that's what I feel like. Okay. That's what I feel like. And they want him, guys. Every single person, the most people like Barr, people like, what's his name? Rand Paul. Okay. They want him to stay because they are afraid for their life. Not their lives, their crimes. Okay. They're afraid that they're criminals. Okay. Let's get real. Okay. Yeah. Audrey's saying he's exhibiting signs of TIA, which is this ischemia, is like sort of like micro. So we're talking about it, right? So how they get pants? Pants is got, Mary. If you listen to the Rachel Maddow podcast that she did about the vice president of Nixon. Okay. The vice president Nixon, it's saying like you can very easily get rid of the vice president. Okay. It's like how she explained, it's not complicated. Okay. So he's so compromised, guys. I told you before. Recently though, there's like I don't want to get into this, like don't worry about Pence, in other words. Okay. Don't worry about Pence. And guys, think about it. The other thing is like, okay, the other thing that I want to say is that they're like, if Pence were a real legit option, he would already have been put in place. You know what I mean? In a weird way, I feel like they don't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like. I think to them, because the show, I didn't know if you listen to the show that she talks about the guy, what happens, like, so then suddenly they're like, okay, look, we have this document, just sign it. It was very easy to get rid of him. And it's he meant, I think. So does Pence? I think Pence knows, because that guy, the guy that I told you about, the guy, Nick Ayers. He's involved. Pence is up to his neck on this financing problem, campaign financing, dirty money, all that. Like, his brother is connected to Russia. It's like all these things. Like, he's so dirty. Okay. And so like, and so it's saying like, and it's saying also Manafort picked him, and the Russians know that he's compromised. It's easy to get him. Okay. So anyway, okay, so it's not, like I said, it's not complicated. It's saying that if Trump goes, Pence has to go too. He can't. It's impossible. He's not going to stay. Okay. It's part of the process of getting the guy out. Okay. So now I feel like this is an interesting thing. I see Mitch McConnell kind of telling Republicans we can't give the Democrats a win, and that's why we didn't approve of the impeachment. But he can't leave. Okay. So in some ways, if he leaves, we have to make it look like you know what I mean? So it could also be this game to kind of, how do I explain it? Yeah, I don't know explain it, guys. It's sort of like the Republicans are not going to willingly impeach him in public, because they want to create the illusion that the Republicans are in charge and all that he's not a criminal, because they want to stay in power. Okay. But if, you know interesting. So what is this reported? Okay, because I don't want it to be like conspiracy theories. Is that true? Do you have the news of the place? Okay, let's see here. Okay, McConnell. Okay, Florida Republicans. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let's see. I don't know, guys. Okay, so, oh, look, that's right. GOP meeting in effort to save embattled senators from acquittal fallout. Okay. Okay, so according to the Washington Post, he's organizing a weekend retreat for GOP senators and donors for popsicles and prosecco by the pool at the Breakers Resort in Palm Beach, Florida. Okay, with the exception of Mitt Romney, all Senate Republicans joined together. Yeah, right. But it's interesting. So you know what I mean. It's true. It's true. No, it's true. Thank you. No, because I have to double check, but it's true. It's true. So, guys, this is an interesting question. So, did it happen already? Is that right? I thought it was like you didn't tell me the date here, but let's see. Is organized? Okay. Let's see here. I have a. Yeah, I don't know if it's this weekend. Okay, it's not necessarily telling me it's this weekend. Okay. So, but anyway, so I feel like this looks like okay. This looks like it is happening now. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna talk about it, but I think there is this possibility, okay, that he could leave, but they want to create a narrative where he leaves because he's sick. Like I okay, let me just ask, guys. The how okay, what does because okay, how do I say this? How does Mitch McConnell see Trump's health? Okay, what does Mitch McConnell know about Trump's health that we don't know? Because that's what I feel like he's out of it. Oh, he's full. He's okay. So what does Mitch McConnell know? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
here.
there you are. And then, yeah, because it's like I see here you're crazy. So what does Mitch I'm sorry. Do you feel like? Let me know if you have. Do you have more question? I'm like took over. I started talking too much.
Um, no, I wasn't just enjoying you.
Oh, okay. No, it's good. It's good. No, because like I'm like I start to go off on a rant or something, but but I feel
No,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, but I'm gonna continue because I'm gonna continue then ask like what does Mitch McConnell know about Trump's condition and do they have a plan? Really, like maybe they are aware. Are they aware that Trump is gonna go? Or are they thinking about it? Does he have some sort of plan? Okay, okay. So okay.
could he be one of the ones that you saw meeting
Oh,
with him to have him leave out the back
yeah.
door?
Oh, look. Oh, this is interesting. So, what does he know about his health? Okay, or the situation? Okay. Oh, interesting. So here is this card. Okay, that is like usually connected. It could be connected to prison or a person who is bound by. Usually when normal people, it's like you're like the prison of your own mind, but in this case, is the actual prison. And this is interesting because it's something about the past. Okay, something about sometimes children, but also about the past. And then we have this person and then a lot of money. So 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 that's okay. So the question is about the health though. So let have letter. Somebody has a letter coming out. Some again, guys, this idea that there's a document coming out connected to a loyalist. Okay, so there's a document that connects them or connects us to a loyalist. Okay, and this is, I feel like, captured by some sort of intelligence. Okay, here longing, they're hoping that's not going to be okay. I think that the allies have this sad information. Okay, this man here could be somebody I don't know now. Okay, yeah, so treason. Okay, so I think he knows that there's something that could be coming out, but I'm not getting anything about his health. Okay, I don't feel like okay, this is such a strange, it's like an important but a strange question. Don't they know how bad he's doing? Okay, don't they know how bad he's doing? Don't they know how bad he's doing? Okay. Don't they know how bad he's doing? Do the Republican, oh, look, manipulation. Oh, wow. Don't they know how sick Trump is? Okay. Do they know how sick Trump is and how dangerous? Oh, look, interesting. So manipulation, this is hardships and the judgment. Interesting. So they have to manipulate people away from what's going on. Okay. So in some ways, look, it's like he doesn't care. Okay, I mean, we know that this is like what they showed in the impeachment. Happy to have the opportunity. The lady, oh, the opportunities could be in this. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, corruption, the Russia. Yeah, so they're happy with the like, okay, this is so crazy because they actually, the fact, it's like, guys, this is so scary because he's saying, no, actually, he likes the fact that he could be even more manipulative than usual. He doesn't have to pretend. Trump is the perfect clown for his tricks, okay? So he likes it actually. Look, this is like legal. There's legal documents coming out again that were secret up to now, okay? Woman. So what about the woman here? Loyalty is in, okay, is in thing. Okay, so the White House of yeah. So guys, honestly, I don't think that he cares. I do not think he cares. Okay, I do not think he cares. Okay, I do not think he cares at all. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? No, he doesn't care about. No, he doesn't. Okay, so the fact that he's crazy is actually good for them. They're like, great, so we could do whatever we want, even better. Okay, so next now is okay. So then, okay, guys. Okay, so then quickly, can you ask, is Trump stealing money from the military? I think, guys, there was one time, remember, I saw there was this money missing. I think they have contract. Okay, so is Trump stealing money from the military? Okay, plans. Quid pro quo. Okay. No. Okay, so this is no interesting because this card, guys, is the women. Oh, but also think of this card as abundance. So he's planning on how to make it, pay to play. Okay, you know what I mean? Where like this is money. This is what else? So snake. Oh, right. So money, personal finance is also boss. So it's like getting a cut out of something. Oh guys, look, leads to an ending, creates an ending. So I feel like yes, but it's sort of like, guys, all the ultra corruption is all about that. Okay, thinking, they're planning how to create siphon money out or create fake companies. Okay, so but this is like stuff comes out that's upsetting. What is this? Wrong solution. Okay, and the law comes and shuts it down, I think. Okay, so eventually, I don't know how or when or exactly. Okay, so so I don't think it's legit. It's not like, oh, just really put it in your pocket, but it's sort of like friends of friends. It's kind of like what they did, in a way. Well, it's not exactly like Russia, because in Russia they literally stole the money, put them into. But in order for you to steal money, what do you have to do? You have to create contracts from fake companies. This is what they do in Brazil a lot. Brazil, is a. This is the goal. They want to be like Brazil. They want to be like a third world type of like, you know what I mean? Type of
With
corruption.
my job, we have
Mm-hmm.
a paper trail for any money that leaves
Mm-hmm.
my hands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm just the post office, but
Mm-hmm.
if I give a refund, I have to create,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
documents to
Mm-hmm.
prove that I gave out even
Mm-hmm.
$5. So any money that he takes, he has to have a paper trail that's
That's right.
tight.
Exactly. But for example, let's say this, let's say for example, I'm a friends of Trump or whatever, right? So I'm gonna
Mm,
create a fake arms company where I'm gonna say that I'm gonna, deliver missiles or something. So, but I'm actually not going to, either I deliver missiles that don't work or that I don't deliver them at all, but I pocket, but you have to create a fake company. So you create receipts, but the company isn't legit. You know what I mean? So there's ways that you create like those kinds of systems. But that's why, guys, it has to do foreign countries because it's much easier to do corruption abroad. You know what I
yeah.
mean? In a way like, oh
It,
yeah, like, so that's what I think. That's what I think.
well, we also already had the I don't know, back in the 70s, 80s, they had a thing where they were talking about toilet seats and hammers being purchased by the military at exorbitant prices, like
Exactly. That's exactly that. Because you know what it is like, as you guys know, the military has the largest budget. Like it's insane, trillions or it's a crazy amounts of money. So that's why the Trump is so interested in the military because that's where the money is. Okay. That's where like there's a lot of like what is it called? Procurement. Okay. There's a lot of buying and selling. So that's the sense. Okay. So he would like to do that. Yes. Okay, but I don't know how, but I do think it's like all of those like, Russian mob, whatever, fake companies and stuff like that. Okay. So, okay. So now, but let's go back, guys, to the situation of today. Okay. Of today, Trump's madness. Okay. So, So how did this, okay, so let's go back to the very beginning, okay, because I still want to know about the Vindman and like the revenge. What happens to his plans to fire all these people? Does it really go through? He already did that to several people, to a couple people at least. What happens next in terms of his plans of firing people? Okay, I think I do want to know to make sure, because as you know, I go on so many tangents, guys. Sometimes I feel insecure. I feel like I'm okay. So what happens to his plans to has a goal, has a goal, has a goal. What happens to the plans to fire people? Okay, execution, somebody empowered, wanting to move. People have now interesting because in a weird way, guys, this card to me means more somebody leaving than somebody being fired. Okay, so pushing people out, okay, like money moving, changes, financial changes for a man. Okay, let's just get here. Okay, so money losses, that's right. Oh, hello. Okay, so and here, guys, the orange man. Okay, look, I think I still see, look, the law turns down. That's what I was saying. The stuff of the firing people is an excuse to move away from the stuff coming out about his money. That's what I think. Okay, that's my sense, is that there's more here. So look, the mob is up, there people are upset at the mob and like, so, but let me close my eyes. So what happens here? Okay, so what ends up happening? Stop. I think over the weekend that there's some blowback here. Okay, I think there's a lot of tension. Okay, there's a lot of tension. Okay, he's trying, you know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? So like, wow, wow. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so yeah, so does it make sense? Okay, so guys, okay, so how, so somebody is like, yeah, there, I feel like he doesn't quite do exactly what he wants, but like I said, I do think that this is an excuse to not look at his finances, and also um to try to create a cool, so I feel, guys, this week, this is the thing, just a reminder, going back again, this week is the week of like really scary stuff happening, okay, but don't be too scared. But I think he's pushed back internally, and I think it's like this mental breakdown towards the end of the week, okay. So okay, so oh my god, guys, you know what I see? Okay, this is the thing, that we're gonna see the Trump presidency collapse in front of our eyes. Oh, that's right, the full moon. And that's right, the full moon, does it, I was thinking about it. Okay, so what I was thinking about it, because I don't know what the astrology of that says. I was like, do you guys know? Okay, I was like, okay, full moon. I don't know. So I, what is the effect of the full moon on Trump? Okay, no, it was yesterday, right? It was started yesterday, at least here where, you know. So Saturday, right? So what is the effect of the full moon? Waiting, waiting, huh? Waiting for what? Waiting. Wow. Oh, look. Oh, look, creating it. So I think, guys, there's more. It's interesting. I don't know what the astrology says exactly, but I see the image of a moon. Like the moon is like stuff. It's so interesting because in Lenormand, the moon means something famous, something becomes known. So I kind of do get this. Like stuff comes out about. Wait, hold on. Stuff coming out could be exposing the stuff and creating the painful ending. Okay, for Chaya. Okay, look, then the public, this is the public or networks. The public answer has an answer, public answer, something important about election. Okay, about election, or right, something coming out here. This is the thing, again, about the full moon, waiting, again. Woman, is this woman? There's some sort of upset disagreement. Okay, there's a, well, I could be, I wonder if it's Nancy, okay, because it comes a surprise. There's surprise. Somebody's surprised. I have surprise. I have it. I have surprise. I have it. I have it. I have it. I have surprise. I have it. Confidential. Confidential. Soon. I hope so. Soon. Yeah. Soon. Yeah. So about business partners. So guys, I hope. Do you know? I don't know how long the effect of these things happen. Or like a full moon. Is it 28 days or how or a week or something? I don't know. 7 days. I don't know, because it's saying that there's more stuff coming out, and that's what it is. It's showing information coming, information, oh yeah, coming out. And I think it's like this effort that they do constantly. Like try, no, 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 don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Okay, so okay, so guys, just okay. So okay, so then the next question is, okay, so is this, so is Trump, because guys, on the one hand, we look at all this, the media and all this stuff saying, oh, Trump is winning, winning, winning. But I don't get the sense that he is, okay? I don't get the sense that he is necessarily winning. Okay, he's acting. The thing about him is that those people act fast, but there's more coming out. Okay, there is more coming out. So that's it. So guys, oh my God, I feel like, do I even make sense to you? I feel like, oh my God, I ramble, I go on. So many questions at once. Oh, interesting. Yeah, exactly. Trump quitter backfires. Yvonne Davis, okay, astrology. Yeah, makes their decision next month. But I still feel like there's more, guys. I still think there's a possibility that other things could come out. Okay. And that is ultimately the background of all the things, exactly, of all the things that are like, I don't know, there's the stuff that is happening and he's not free. Oh, look, somebody talk about Ten of Swords. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's something like he's not free. Think about if you're a person who was acquitted, if you truly had done nothing, wouldn't you be like, okay, guys, look at all my stuff. I've done nothing wrong. Like, please, look at the guy. Oh, very nice. It's a right. So I don't think he's winning in the sense that, right? So, but it's telling me here, guys, I think that, okay. Well, guys, okay, okay. So you know what, guys? Okay, Mary, don't listen to what he's saying too much. Okay, he's claiming. Okay, he's claiming he wants to. He's not gonna do. It's all threats. Okay, so I would not worry too much. Like I think they want us to be scared. Okay, let me just ask, just because I know you're. So, are they gonna be? Is it gonna be able to harm Nancy? Do this bullshit. Like he knows better. Okay, he knows better. So is he gonna? Oh, so he's gonna succeed. Okay. What about the math good? So whatever. Are they gonna succeed? Are they gonna try to harm Nancy? No, girl, I'm partying. Really? You wanna harm me? Are you sure? I got a sword. Oh yeah, I got a sword. Guys, just to tell you, this is kind of interesting imagery because, in Brazil, there's a saint that's very popular. It's Saint George. He's like a folk hero. Like he become like a huge thing in Brazil. São Jorge it's like the sword of São Jorge, a espada de São Jorge. It's like nothing, it's like very famous prayers. Like, I have the sword of São Jorge, nothing cuts me, nothing comes through me, nothing gets to me, I'm protected, and I get goosebumps. She's like, girl, I got Saint George's sword on me. She's very Catholic, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's very, so she has a sword. She's like, nobody breaks me. You know what I mean? Okay, so you know what I mean? It's very powerful. So guys, let me see here, okay? It's very popular. It's like pop, in the Brazil is like pop culture. This prayer is almost like pop culture. Say, I shall be dressed and armed with the arms of Saint George, that my enemies, having feet, shall never reach me, having hands shall never catch me, having eyes shall never see me, and not even on thoughts they can harm me. Firearms and my body, firearms shall not reach my body. Knives and knives and scythes shall break without touching my body, before touching my body. Chains and ropes will rip apart without tying my body. Jesus Christ, protect me and defend me with the power of your divine grace. Right. So long story. So it's like Saint George, in the name of God, is extend to me your shield and your powerful arms, defending me with your strength and your greatness. That under your feet and your again your loyal armor that under your loyal armor, my enemies will be humble and submissive to you. Thus, and so it is with the power of God. You know what I mean? So she reminds me of that guy. Sorry, I had to translate live from Portuguese. So translate live Portuguese. Okay. So like, okay. So that's what I mean, guys. You know, it's very interesting because like, it's like she has that strength of the Saint George. Okay. So look, the victory upside down. So no, I feel like nobody can touch. Nobody touch. Nobody touch. Nobody touch. Yeah, you know what I mean, guys, really, because I think, we have to, like, I think she's protected, but it doesn't hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no evil, that's what I'm saying, guys, the battle of the evil, the good and evil, because the evil people think they're like God. No, I'm like, God, no, you're not. I don't think so, bitch. I don't think you are, no. So talking about the guilty stuff. Okay, she's talking. Oh yeah, you're gonna get me? Oh no, bitch. I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm happy about it. So she's talking about the dirty stuff, the evil stuff, and she's fighting. She's fighting back. So she's not. Because guys, they want her to be scared. They want her to be scared. So look, sick. He's a motherfucker sick. Oh yeah, and there is hope. There's hope. He's sick. Look at her, guys. This is me. Listen, I have important revelations. I have it. This is called important revelations. I have it. I have important revelations. I have it. I have it. Oh yeah. Look at him, President, huh? Crying, huh? No, you don't mess with Nancy, no, bitch. I have a letter. I have a letter. Look at you. You're crying, huh? Crying guilty man. Here, got the cross. This card, guys, here, with the cross here, connects to the other one. Look, another cross. Look, the two crosses. In other words, guilty. Guilty AF. Guilty as fuck. Okay, so, oh yeah. Oh yeah, through Kool-Aid. Keep drinking Kool-Aid, trash. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. So, oh yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's right. Exactly, Jeffy. Saint George also represents Britain. He was the dragon's lair. Exactly. That's him. That's him. That's him. Because guys, Brazil, is dangerous over there. So you need like a big saint like that, like a big tough one. You know what I'm saying? I know that a lot of you are, Protestant. So like, in Catholic culture, you have a lot of saints for everything, like saints for every little thing you want. There's a saint for a profession, for different things. You know what I mean? Every little thing you need to call a saint for something, It's interesting, very interesting, very interesting. So you ask a saint to intercede on something, So that's it, So anyway, so that's what I think. I think I see that, when little like Matt gets try to do something, he's like, and she's like, I was Saint George, bitch. Your sword breaks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So no. So like, it doesn't work. Oh look, this is good. Oh look, Indivisible has information. She goes to meetings with the Nancy, okay? So Janice Celine in our meeting today, impeachment came up, and the consensus was to have the House focus on hearings, to leave impeachment alone. So this makes sense, because then it has we have informations, informations. Okay, informations. Okay. So guys, okay, do you have questions? Because now it's almost 2 hours. It's almost 2 hours. Okay, so I'm getting a little tired, but it's okay. We have a few more minutes. Now the other thing, let me just ask the final sound. Dun, 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 dun. Like, let me just ask so we're tranquil. Okay, is the U.S. gonna be a dictatorship? Okay, it's okay. It was not Nancy, but it's her people. May I ask? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Indivisible. Because maybe we have already talked about it, but ask the question, please. Go ahead, Corazon. Have Corazon. Ask Corazon. So okay. So anyway, so let's see. I want to, okay, so if you don't ask your question, I'm gonna ask a question. Okay. I just want to know, okay, but while I wait for Indivisible to ask a question, oh, she's calling. Telephone, hello? Hello? Hold 1 second. Okay, Angela. Hello, Angela? Angela. I still love you. Remember all the, okay, so hello?
Angela.
It's just like, it just
Oh,
muted.
can you hear me?
Hi. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Rosie?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. The question I had was, what does the military top brass think about the firing of Vinland? And The reason why I'm asking as well is because sometimes I go on military.com to read the articles that they post, and I read the comments from the military people, lower ranks. And in this particular case, a lot of them were so happy that Trump did this.
No, but Angela, this is all fake. Like nobody.
That's what I was going to lead
This
to.
is
I
the
was
thing,
going
guys.
to say,
Yeah, you have to
right.
understand. Any comments on the internet are all fake. Like
I was
very
wondering if that was
rarely.
going on.
Okay,
Right.
so this is like trolls constantly because the thing about him is that he, anytime it has anything to do with Russia, it's like full of trolls. Also, okay. So I would not worry, okay. And the thing is, Angela, I did go over it for a while. I talked all about it. There's a lot of tension. Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, of course they are
I'll
very
listen.
angry, and he's, you just go back if you. It's a long story to explain, but basically, I feel like he's trying to they're very angry and they're trying to not trying to stop. It's a complicated story. I think I spent a lot of time talking about Esper and like, oh, he's trying to
Yeah.
mediate and the
I'll
thing that
listen.
he's
I'll
falling
listen
apart.
later.
So it's, it's complicated, but I would not worry. Okay. Those comments are
Okay.
like not, I would not worry. It's all fake, right? Like, unless we have a person, like, I don't trust it. I don't believe it because, no, right? No, I'm not, don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. I think.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Of course. Okay. So have a good evening. It's great to hear from you,
You
Angela.
you
Okay.
too.
Okay. No. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So then the last question, guys, I swear. Then I go. But I just want to know about, are we in a dictatorship? Because that's what I saw, thus far of the reading. Okay, is that Trump really tries hard to do a coup, like a legit coup, okay? And he doesn't succeed because people start like, disarming him literally, okay? So are we in a dictatorship? Let me just ask this like a serious question in the sense of like where does Trump have the power to do everything he wants? Okay? I think it's a devil's advocate question, but let me just ask. I don't want you to be scared, but so does Trump have, let's see cards here. Does he have the power to do everything he wants? Okay. And Angela, I think she's still up. Let me just mute because she already asked questions. So does he have the power? Oh, look, they're working behind the scenes. Trash. Oh yeah. Money. Okay. Oh look, but this is justice. So I feel like, guys, is the money as always. This is almost like old news. Look, the treachery. I think what takes Trump down is that the money stuff. Okay, treachery becomes news. Okay. Quatrième. So it's like this is interesting because if all he did was like ask for dictatorship, that would be one thing, but it's not. It's everything is a means to an end, and the end is financial always. Oh look, impeachment. I have go. Impeachment. There's a lot of money. So it's stuff still related to this impeachment situation, okay? That's hit the White House upside down. So there's money is going to rattle the situation, exposing the foreign enemy, okay? And look, the two enemies together. He is this person who is the local enemy and the foreign enemy for a long time together. For a long time together. Together a long time. Yeah. So, okay. So this is it, guys. I don't know if it makes you feel better because today is intense questions, intense informations. But yeah, so it's gonna be okay. Learn to be like whatever. It's gonna be a horrible week, okay? Just so you know, it's gonna be a horrible week. A lot of drama, but ultimately, Trump is gonna have a breakdown, psychotic, right? That's what Cindy is, psychotic breakdown. Psychotic breakdown. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So we're gonna see the disintegration live, okay? But ultimately, I don't think this can be sustained because there's no there, okay? That's what I think. I think it's not gonna work so well. Okay. And you guys, it makes, what's so interesting is that it makes sense that Trump wanted to act like he was really so powerful now because he's not. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go. Okay, good night. It was a long conversation. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna do tomorrow, right? I think I will, but let's see. Let's see how tomorrow goes. Maybe I think it's gonna be interesting. Interesting. But let's see. If I don't do tomorrow, I'll let you know. But if you don't hear from me, it's because I am gonna do it. Okay. But I think today is very important. Yeah. See you later, alligator. See you later. Alligators. See you later. Alligators. I feel bad. I feel like more funny now. Now I can laugh, but I could not laugh before. Okay. Okay. So see you later. Okay. Bye guys. Bye. Okay. Okay.